Hello YouTube and welcome to Mrs. Koi Style. My name is Kawana. I thank you so much for joining me here on my channel where I speak about my style, your style, everyone else's style, lifestyle, and every once in a while I sprinkle in a little bit of luxury style. So if that is something that interests you, then come on and join the style crew. Hit the bell notification so that you never ever miss one of our videos. Because this is us. We're a crew. All right. So today I wanted to talk about some things about shopping that I feel need to be more normalized and less sort of scrutinized. One of those things is we should be able to, as consumers, to go into a store and browse things. We should be able to go into as potential purchasers and try things on. And we should be able to do this without feeling like we have to buy something or feeling like we do not have the right to do so. We shouldn't feel pressured to have to purchase every single time we go out someplace to purchase and a sales associate comes over to offer us help. I was reminded of a time many years ago when I went into a department store, a luxury department store, to purchase something, and I ended up meeting a sales associate who came over to me and asked me if they can help me. And I said, I want to be very honest with you. I'm not really interested in paying full price for anything. I want a specific brand that I'm not sure if it ever goes on sale or if it would, but if it did, that is what I would be interested in, because at the price of these particular shoes, I would never pay full price for them because it's just not in my budget or in the way that I want to spend my money. And he said, oh, I'm pretty sure we may have a few. They're not out here, but we may have a few that are on sale. Let me go in the back and take a look. What's your size? And from that point, because I was very transparent and honest with him from the very beginning, I want to say that we had a relationship that spanned approximately 9 years or so. I don't know what happened to him. He kind of disappeared at the time of COVID. But he was really great. He would always text me pictures whenever that particular shoe brand came in, or other shoes that I might be interested in. When any sales were happening, he would let me know. If someone returned an item that he thought that I might want, like everything, we really genuinely developed a relationship. And that was on the heels of me saying that I didn't even want to purchase anything at all. So what I'm saying is that you should not feel apprehensive to go into a store, particularly a luxury store, to look at something. But I think it is important, to the extent possible, to be able to let whoever it is that is assisting you know that you may not be purchasing at that time. Because I think it's fair, right? You may find somebody who will say they don't mind and go ahead and help you anyway. Or you may find somebody who's a little snotty, snooty, or, doesn't really want to give you that attention. But then you'll know that that may not be somebody that you want to work with. But the person who's willing to work with you, that's the beginning of a positive relationship. Another benefit of building these relationships with sales associates is that when the new drops are coming, I could think about it right now. I'm thinking about the Kiss Lock bag that some people, the Coach Kiss Lock bag. I'll pop up a picture if you've been under a rock. No, I don't want to be disrespectful, but if you are not familiar with the bag, this bag has been hyped up now for several months, and it finally was released a couple of weeks ago. Some people were able to get their hands on it. Many people were not. I believe that the bag sold out in 5 minutes. But what I'm thinking is that if I had an established relationship with someone at Coach, whether I had been purchasing for them and had a large amount that I've purchased or even a small amount, but if that relationship existed, the likelihood that I would have been able to secure one of those bags is so much greater, right? You should give yourself an opportunity, not necessarily as a strategy, but allow yourself to meet sales associates in places that you may want to purchase. Allow yourself to start developing those relationships because they can be so beneficial. Sales associate will let you know when new items are coming in. A sales associate will let you know when or if a sale is going to take place. Sales associate's going to let you know about all of the limited edition pieces. And the sales associates are going to be able to really hunt down those coveted items for you that you're looking for. So I'm really big on, or I really want to recommend building relationships with sales associates. It's really nice, and these sales associates, you get to really appreciate them and enjoy them, and they enjoy you too. So there should be no apprehension, negative feelings, fear, or reluctance about going into any place to look at anything or try anything on. It could be the start of something really positive instead of something negative. And also, please do not be afraid of making a return. And I think that a lot of people shy away from that because they think about the commission, the time that the person spent with you. And I'm not minimizing that, and I do not want to devalue anybody in any way, not at all. But I'm thinking about it. If I purchase something, regardless of the price, but I want to say a luxury item. So let's just say a bag, and we know that those are usually pretty costly. If I purchase that item and I bring it home and I'm feeling, you know what, this really wasn't well thought out, go through with this, I'm going to go ahead and take it back. I know it doesn't feel good, and I know about that little pitter patter that may go in your heart and that nervousness. But the reality of it is, if you have built a relationship with that sales associate, you're going to end up purchasing from them. May not be this item, but their time to earn a commission from you will eventually come because the relationship has been solidified. The person has been identified. The relationship is starting to build. And so maybe that item didn't work out, but an item will in the future. So it's just something to look at. Do not hold on to things that don't want to be held on to. Do not hold on to things that do not suit you, that do not fit your life. Don't have regrets about your purchases, particularly if you're regretting it and holding on to it and you know within that time frame of being able to make a return. Do not be afraid of sales associates. They're people too. And as I said, the sales associates may not necessarily agree with me in this video. I'm pretty close to someone who works in sales. I'm going to ask them what their thoughts are. But the reality of it is, I know that the relationship building is what's most important to them. The recommendations that we as consumers make to our friends and colleagues when we're able to say, oh, go into this place and ask for that person. They're building a relationship is beneficial, not just for us, but also for them. So please go on out there, do your window shopping, do your browsing, do your homework, do the touching, the feeling, and the trying things on, and do that guilt-free. Here is to smart shopping, thoughtful shopping, and enjoying your browsing. What are your thoughts on what I've shared? I sure hope that it made some sense. I hope that I'm not just dragging this out, rambling and making things not make sense, because up here, it makes a lot of sense. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and, please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember that everything I shared in this video and every one of my videos is me to a C. Take care.